Hey everybody, welcome back. I am here to take you through yet another segment of the me reacting to God of War. So again, I'm reacting to my brother Mike's footage. My name's Natalie. I'm a professor in Scandinavian studies, and I'm a specialist in Old Norse literature. And a professor at the University of Alberta in Canada. And today we'll be returning to some more of the kind of lost footage that Mike eventually found and was able to upload. So I'll be going back to that where we left off last time. Kratos had just returned back from his journey to Hell and in search of a cure for Atreus, which he was successful in doing. So yeah, happy to be here with you. It is the last day of being 40 for me. Tomorrow's my birthday. So yeah, this is a little bit of an early birthday treat for me to get to go through this. So let's go ahead and get started. I will get this all optimized.
Thanks.
Your father did the heavy lifting. You should stay, recover.
You have done enough.
You know my door is always open to you.
That's Vanaheim, isn't it?
You figured that out, did you?
Well, the window looks like Bifrost crystal, and I know that's not what's on the other side of the wall. And, well, it makes you sad.
You are wise for one so young. Yes, this is a window to a home I left long ago. But it is only a view.
The thing that happened to you in Alfheim, you can't leave Midgard, can you?
A gift from my former husband upon our separation.
Why would Odin trap you in Midgard?
Petty cruelty would be reason enough for him. But as with all his rash decisions, he's driven by fear. The Vanir were the greatest threat to the Aesir until our marriage brokered peace. Many of the Vanir now think I betrayed them. The fruits of my sacrifice. To be hated by my own kind. To trap me here is to ensure I can never make it right.
So I was wondering, why do you live under a turtle?
He was my first friend here in Midgard. He offered me shelter, and in return I provide him with protection against the evils of the forest.
Golden boar, giant turtle? You sure have some interesting friends.
Now then, before Modi so rudely interrupted us, we were just about to explore Tyr's vault.
Yes, to find the Black Rune. Boy, do you know the way from here?
Oh, I don't know.
Sure you do, lad. We need a boat.
I don't know. I guess we need a boat.
Okay then.
Here's where the attitude begins. Okay. I need to look more into the turtle. I've never encountered a turtle. It doesn't exist that I'm just not aware of. The boar is something that does come up in an Old Norse poem, in a manuscript called Flatey book, or the Book of Flatey, named for the place where the manuscript was from, in Iceland. It's an island.
Ah, see? The boat washed ashore. Someone did call a serpent earlier.
As far as I know, there's no turtles associated with her. Her boar's name is Hildisvini. And in the poem, she rides on it. But nothing about a turtle as far as
Nope,
I know.
still kinked.
Get in. I will pull. You are quiet. Are you not better?
I guess.
I know you overheard my talk with Freya. You think you understand, but you do not. Why do you say nothing?
You said I was cursed. You think I'm weak because I'm not like you. I know I was never what you wanted. But after all this, I thought maybe things were different.
You do not know everything, boy.
No. But at least I know the truth now.
The truth. The truth. I'm a god, boy. From another land far from here. When I came to these shores, I chose to live as a man. But the truth is, I was born a god. And so were you. Boy, have you nothing to say?
Can I turn into an animal?
Can you turn into an animal? No. No, I do not think so.
I'm a god. Mother knew? She was a god too?
No. She was mortal, but she knew my true nature.
I'm a god. Why did you wait so long to tell me?
I had hoped to spare you. Being a god, it can be a lifetime of anguish and tragedy. That is the curse.
What sorts of things can I do? Can I fly? Or turn invisible? I don't feel like a god.
I do not know the reach of your godhood. But over time, we will learn.
Maybe it just gets passed around.
You sure I can't turn into a wolf?
You are welcome to surprise me.
I love that because Loki's like notorious shapeshifter. In the mythology, he shapeshifts into
Is
all
this
kinds
why I
of-
hear voices sometimes? Are you sure you've never heard any?
Not as you do.
That's no surprise. Every god is unique.
So, maybe I won't get strong like Father, but I'll have abilities all my own?
You already do, laddie. Your faculty for language is extraordinary for one so young. Time alone will tell what else you'll become capable of.
So you knew all along?
I did, lad. But I've known more than my share of gods.
Me too, apparently. I wonder who else knew I was a god. Freya for sure. Brock and Sindri?
They do not need to know.
Baldur! Does he know? Is that why he's after us? Do you know him from before?
The day of your mother's funeral was the first I ever saw Baldur. That is the truth.
Hey, we don't have to go right back to Tyr's vault, do we? I mean, we're gods. We can do whatever we want, right? What do you really feel like doing with it?
I will show you.
Grimwood. Eric.
Are you okay?
No, son. My goods are underwater. My men are drowned, and yet their bodies continue to walk the beaches.
Hellwalkers. They plague these lands.
I was their captain. They died because of me. But these abominations sully their memories. I will find a way to free them from their tortured state. In this, I am determined. A thunderstorm scattered all 3 of my ships across the lake.
Treasure map. All right.
Jagged sign of cunning.
Hey, it's another brazier.
I suppose you wish to light it.
Can I?
Look here.
Kaveka.
That means like to light, as in like to kindle fire.
Nice to have an easy fight.
I don't believe it. Are you both alive?
Hello.
I can't remember the last time I saw something walk these islands that wasn't dead or corrupted.
What do you mean?
The desolation, child, plagues this land, growing more severe with each passing winter.
Do you know its cause?
Not for certain, but I suspect the appearance of the World Serpent, along with the great flood that followed. Many were drowned, myself among them. The dead began to walk not long after.
Do you need anything from us?
Boy,
I only wish to speak to someone again. A wish you have just granted. Thank you.
That was an interesting side quest.
Over behind you!
What's that?
One raven. I don't know if I noticed that before. Flame Fucking and Lunan. Nice. I love little things like that. I mean, Ethan's apples are what give the gods immortality, so. Like, I think it's things like that that show how well engaged they are with the mythology.
Roy, what did I tell you about offering help?
Don't.
Correct.
But can't we
This
just...
is not a debate. You must learn focus. Our journey need be your only concern.
But what if they can help us? That one seemed to know a little about the lake.
And how does that help us with our goal?
We won't know unless we ask. Gullveig's bones.
What will you say to her?
To Gullveig?
Your mother. What have you left unsaid?
I guess... I just want to know if she's okay.
She is dead, boy.
I know that, You don't understand.
Neither do you.
What would you say to Mom?
Nothing.
Nothing?
There is nothing left to say.
What about everything we've done so far? That man coming to the house? Talking to the world serpent? We've done so many amazing things. I just want to tell her about them. Don't you?
What else would you say to her?
I tell her that we're both okay. Not to worry about us.
Atreus, I miss her too. You know this.
I thought I knew very little.
The final bone.
Yeah.
We might as well return them to the spirit. Maybe he will keep his word.
I know
and-
she's not coming back, okay? I know. I just... Never mind. I'll just go return the bones. I wonder why Gullveig's bones are all over the place.
Desecration, typically. Pieces of scattered corpse make for a piss-poor soul. No hope for Valhalla or Helheim when your arm's on one beach and your head's on another.
Why not ask the spirit? I'm sure he will be forthcoming with answers.
It's relaxing. Spartan rage going.
We have collected the rest of your woman's corpse spirit. Show us this magic you have promised.
My sweet Gullveig, whole again. Rise, dear Gullveig. Awaken, oh powerful Gullveig!
Erni ukar bitjast.
She says she'll honor our request
Erdi fagnar.
and reunite us.
Indauder!
Okay.
Sure what that was.
All right.
The dead, but it's not good.
I told you so.
I told you so.
You are naive, foolish boy.
This is true as well. But do not take your disappointment out on me, boy. Take it as a lesson.
Yes, sir.
So we'll talk a little bit about Gullveig in just a second. It's based in the mythology. Okay. All right, that seems like that's about it for this particular clip. So yeah, we had a few things going on, some things, based in the mythology, some engagement with language, which is always really fun to see how they kind of work that in, and some of the more subtle ways that they incorporate the mythology as well. So one thing that I did want to briefly mention, I mean, I realize it's sort of a side quest, but they did talk about Gullveig, and Gullveig is a figure who is mentioned in the Seeress's Prophecy, which is the first poem in the Poetic Edda, which is it's an Odinic wisdom poem where Odin goes and he awakens a seeress or a prophetess, and he engages in kind of a dialogue with her and begins to question her about everything from the origins of the world all the way to Ragnarok. And basically, she tells him everything, and there's this sort of underlying kind of assumption or implication, rather, that she's telling him things he already knows. But when she talks about the beginning of the world, she does talk about the kind of that initial war between the Aesir and the Vanir, and how during that war, a woman named Gullveig was brought into the Aesir and was struck with spears and then burned 3 times and 3 times reborn. So I'm going to rephrase that. So they talk about how during the Aesir and Vanir War, there was a figure, a woman named Gullveig, and she was taken by the Aesir, and she was struck with spears, and it says in the High One's hall, they burned her. So that is Odin's hall. So the Aesir burn her, and they burn her 3 times, and then 3 times she is reborn. And she is reborn to a woman called Have, or Bright One. And there are a lot of indications and kind of theories among scholars of Norse mythology that Have and Freya are actually the same. So like John Lindau has said this, as well as a number of other scholars. It's sort of been theorized, partly because what the Seeress's Prophecy tells us is that Gullveig, who's after she's 3 times killed, 3 times reborn as Have, she practices what they call spirit magic. It says that she knows Save, which is kind of a prophetic ritual. And in the Saga of the Inglings, which is written by Snorri Sturluson, he talks about how it was Freya who brought the art of Save or Sather to the Aesir and who taught it to Odin specifically. So there's kind of a lot of indications that maybe this, Gullveig and Haith is actually Freya. But far from conclusive given the scant amount of evidence that we have, but kind of based on what we do have available to us and how the sources can sort of be put into conversation with one another. That seems to be kind of the working theory, and the most widely accepted theory as to who this particular figure is. So obviously they're taking a slightly different route with things in the game here, but yeah, it was cool to see. And again, still kind of figuring out what they're doing with the language there. So some things weren't grammatically quite right, but it served the purpose of showing us that this is something that Atreus was kind of wasting his time with, and that they should continue on their way on their main quest. So all right, well, that's it for that one. And we have one more missing clip that I will record a reaction to really soon. And then after that, we will kind of jump ahead of that video I did a few posts ago where I had actually skipped a whole bunch of stuff. So we'll kind of be getting back into sequence and I think kind of nearing the end. And after that, the plan is to continue on to God of War Ragnarok. And I know I've had some other requests for different games. Senua's Sacrifice is one I'd really, really like to do. I've heard amazing things about it. I have the game. I've not really played it. I have reacted to some parts of it before for a different gameology video. So it's been kind of high on my list of games to react to. But if you have any other requests or any specific questions that you would like me to address from this or any of the previous videos and the content that they covered, just leave a comment, let me know. And yeah, thanks for following along as I go through this. It's been really fun, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.